No conversational buddy at home. Around you, in your environment, you are anxious to speak English. So, the very first rule you have to keep in your mind, if you want to improve your speaking skills, you have to speak. But how can you speak a lot? What kind of measures you should take? What kind of steps you should follow? What is the strategy? What is the procedure? What kind of steps you have to take to increase your fluency level to speak English in English at your home without anybody. I am going to discuss here 5 important steps, and the best quality and the best thing about these steps is that I am going to include some novel ways. As I am going to discuss talk to yourself, but talking to yourself involves novel methodology. What is that methodology? Because in this situation you have to imagine yourself in some situation. Now you are not going to search any kind of topic on Google or any search bar. Yes, dear audience, you don't have to prepare on any topic, because in this situation you are going to imagine yourself in specific situation, like you are at movie theater watching a movie, you are buying or you are selling popcorn, you are buying ticket, you are at a clinic, or you are going to play, or you are going to imagine yourself as the doctor or patient, as a customer or a shopkeeper. Now what kind of dialogues, what kind of discussion is going to be involved in these situations you should have to follow. Very important thing is that language of any situation is very particular. For example, if you are going to have a discussion about, or you are going to imagine yourself in a situation between doctor or a patient. Now conversation should be very serious, and it involves about health issues or recovery issues after some medication or a serious surgery. Now language should be very formal, tone should be very serious, and you should know a lot of medical terminologies. Now let me show you a demonstration how your dialogues or how your conversation should be. For example, how your conversation should start. Now you are having a conversation, you are imagining yourself in the situation where a conversation or where a discussion, a serious discussion is being played between a doctor and a patient. Now what kind of dialogues, what kind of language you are going to apply? Let me show a demonstration, a demo of this discussion. For example, let me play the role of a doctor and the patient. Patient: good morning, may I come in, doctor? Doctor: yes please. Good morning, you do look pale this morning. Now patient: yes doctor, I am not feeling well for the last few days. I have been having stomach ache. Now doctor: okay, let me check. He applies pressure on the stomach and checks. Is it the pain here? Patient: yes, the pain there is serious. Now you know, and you get to know the idea how to imagine yourself in a situation. Now let me know in the comment section if you are imagining yourself, or if you are in the situation where you are at a movie theater and you are selling some popcorn, or you are buying some popcorns. Now you have to play the role of a popcorn seller and popcorn buyer. What kind of discussion you would have in that situation? You have to pin me at least 10 points or 10 dialogues between popcorn seller and a popcorn buyer. Let me know in the comment section, and I would anxiously read all those dialogues produced by you, because this is the first step to talk to yourself. Because when you are talking to yourself, you don't have to only talk to yourself, because it is not like bookish reading. You are not only producing the sentences out of your mouth, you have to imagine yourself in some specific character. After all, you are one of the characters of this society. You are either the shopkeeper or a customer. You are a patient or a doctor. You are a cobbler or the person who is going there to make his shoes mend. You are a father or a son. You are a daughter or a mother. There are some of the characters, and you are always in the situation. And the language of a family and the language of some other kind or a customer is very formal, is very different. So your tone changes from family to your business. In your family your tone is mild, in the business your tone is serious. So you should imagine yourself, you should train your brain, you should practice yourself in some situations rather than talking to yourself in front of the mirror. This is very good technique to talk to yourself, to imagine yourself in front of the mirror. But only talking to yourself without expression, without the seriousness of the tone, without acknowledgement of what kind of language you should adopt, what kind of words you should use, what kind of terminologies you should acquire, this practice of language, this practice of speaking English is futile. Because in each situation your dialogues are different, your tone is different, your selection of words is of course very different. So keep all these things in your mind, and we are moving towards step number 2, the very important step to practice English at your home without a speaking partner or a speaking buddy. Now what is that step? Step number 2 is to practice dialogues. Yes, dear audience, practicing dialogues is very important. What is dialogue? Dialogue is a discussion between two members or more than two members. Now you can pick up dialogues from the movie which you like the most, from the TV shows, from the drama, or even from the inspirational speeches, from the podcast, from newspaper. You can pick up dialogues. Now first you have to learn the dialogue. Number 1 step, you have to learn the dialogues. Number 2 step, now you have to practice the dialogues. Now what kind of dialogues you should practice, what kind of tone? Here tone is very much important. Now I am stressing, I have made so many videos to speak English at your home without a buddy. How can you practice? I have discussed a lot of methods. Now I am stressing upon the kind of language, selection of words, the kind of tone you should adopt, because now you are heading towards a practical step toward in the society. You are going to expose yourself in the society. So you should have all these things in your mind. Now we are going to practice a dialogue between a shopkeeper and a customer. Now you would see the change from the doctor and patient conversation to a dialogue between a customer and a shopkeeper. What kind of dialogue you are going to practice, I am going to discuss. Here it is now. Now what is the dialogue? Now imagine you are in the situation where you are going to have to buy some pair of shoes. It's a rainy day. Now shopkeeper, good afternoon sir, it's good to see you in my shop on such a wet day. The day is very wet. Now customer, yes, we have a lot of rain lately, and that's why I have come to get a strong pair of boots. My feet have got quite wet in these thin shoes. Shopkeeper, I think I can find you a good pair. What size do you like? What size do you take? Customer, 8. Shopkeeper, do you want black shoes or brown? Customer, brown please, with good thick soles. Shopkeeper, here is it, thick for you sir, real English leather and strong without being clumsy. Now this is the dialogue. You are going to exchange the dialogues, but the kind of vocabulary, the kind of words you have to take very carefully. You have to imagine yourself. Now you are going to take the dialogue. You have practiced your dialogue. Now when you are practicing your dialogues, a very good tip I am going to recommend here is that you can also record yourself. Record your audio and the video. What is the benefit of recording yourself of audio and video? When you are recording yourself, you can listen back what you have recorded. You can watch back what you have recorded. Now when you are listening your voice again, you can feel either your voice is confident or not. You are pronouncing your words in a correct way or not. What kind of effect, what kind of impression you are going to take by listening of your voice. If it is not confident, if you are not pronouncing the words in a clear, lucid way, then you have to practice again. You have to work on your voice. Work on your voice. Because you might have observed that in the FM radio, you only hear the voice, but sometimes you are enthralled. You enjoy the voice of the speaker. You are only listening the voice. This is the quality of good speakers. And now when you watch again your expressions, when you are delivering something, when you are practicing a dialogue or a conversation or a discussion, you will see either you are shivering, or do you look confident? Do you maintain your eye contact? You have a smile on your face? Do your physical features support what you are saying? It means that is there any congregation between the words and the actions, between the words and your expressions of your face? Because this is very much important. If there is no synthesis, if there is no harmony between the words and the expressions, you lose your message. So number 2 thing, and the quality you have to maintain is very much important. Number 3, very important point, without which you can't even speak. You can't even speak. And the quality, and the third step is that you have to practice. Because it's a dilemma. We practice when we are in the interview, and we do practice when we are in the examination center. This is the quality, and this is the methodology of English learners. When you are going to take your IELTS, or when you are sitting in an interview, you are practicing your English language. When you are giving this much importance to English language, you can't be an English speaker. You have to practice on every day, on a daily basis, without a holiday. There is no holiday for the practice. If you are ill, you are practicing. If you are busy, you are practicing. You are incorporating, you are inculcating, you are making English language as a habit. Only then you will speak English language. Number 4 step, very important for your pronunciation, for correction of your words, how to pronounce, how to maintain contractions, how to stress the words and how to unstress the words. Because your eyes often deceive you. When you are reading some words, you are seeing all the words spelled. But when you are listening, you seem to know why KNOW, no, it's called no, not know. When you see KNOWLEDG, it's called knowledge, it's not knowledge. It's by listening. You are practicing that some words are silent, others are not. You are seeing SUBTLE, it's called subtle, not subtle. It's called subtle, not subtle. HAZARD, it's not hazard, it's hazard. So shadowing means to repeat after the words of the speaker, and it's the best practice if you want to correct your pronunciation. After all, speaking is the method of pronouncing the words. If you are pronouncing the words in the correct way, you will have a very good impression on the listener. So take the dialogues of movie, or a drama or TV show, and practice. It's very much important. And the last thing, but it's not the end of the video, I will share more ideas about this to speak English at your home without any speaking buddy. Now what is that? You have to practice with songs. Music is very much important. Why music is important? Because music relieves you from your pains, your sorrows. You become enthralled, and because of the musicality of the songs, the words become the habit of us. For example, just imagine there is the voice of azan or of prayer from mosque or a temple from the church. You listen repeatedly. Even without learning, even without memorization, even without practicing or cramming, these are incorporated in your life, and you automatically sing those things. Likewise, if you are listening song repeatedly again and again, it will have a very good impression on you. You will come to know the subtle words, the informative words, new vocabulary, expressions, and they will be incorporated, and you will have a discussion on anything. When you are going to maintain your conversation, you will utilize all those words, vocabulary, expressions, slangs even. So this is the power of songs. Apply these 4-5 methods, and if you find this video a helpful one, then kindly share and subscribe this video and hit that bell icon, because it motivates me to make such informative videos for you guys. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.